Hey, it's Random Pop Culture News Recurring. Hey, Mr. Manny Wolverine. You guys are wrestling choose one choose Forge's channel, of course. On the Twitter, Instagram, and of course, almost once in a while in the week, especially on the week on Saturday, Sunday, Odyssey, Rumble, and Get You Right In, etc. So settle, and of course, Minds and all the good stuff. And follow me on Twitter just in case anything happens. The channel gets shut down, terminated, shadow banning, all that stuff. Just in case. Make a precaution on that. Anyways, I know this is like 5 days old, and the other one's like literally half a day old, like 12, 13 hours ago. Myers Morales, new Spiderman Across the Spiderverse. I want to do a reaction to it. I may or may not, because, I might get a strike or copyright claim, copyright strike. Kind of don't want to risk that, but I might do it anyways, because I don't care. It is what it is. Anyways, links to switch about on board cards on the site for the people who want to read this in your own time. So I know this is 5 days ago. Got a credit card as my due. I think it was a Retech or how they talked about this first, so I may or may not leave the links description to their video down below. It's almost 2 hours for one, the other one's like 10-15 minutes. So anyways, this one says, "Thank you Valorant for making Killjoy and Raze smooch. I knew this ship was real. I know I'm playing Fortnite music instead of Valorant music, but it just all sounds the same to me. So I'm starting to become an old boomer millennial. I don't know. Anyways, this is from the Mary Sue. I really like reading from this article because very super SJW-ish cancel culture fucking horseshit, which I fucking goddamn can't stand. This is only one of the few articles I can find, but I'm gonna get to the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse news after this. So if you want to skip to that, links to the duration point down below if you want to just hear me talk about that news. Well, extremely hyper as heck I am for that news. So yes, this comes from Anna Valens from December 11th. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it. So it says here, anyone who knows me that I'm a dedicated Valorant fan, Riot Games' immensely popular tactics or FPS shooter is painfully addicting, no thanks to its wide assortment of female player characters. But man, I'm being a little bit low because number one, I'm starting to get a little bit of a flu. I swear it's just normal sickness. I think it was just sinus infection or whatever. I think I got that in pink eye, but it's not the Plandem scammed on it. Fake V virus thing that I don't know about that. So if I sound a little different, that's why. I gotta keep a lot of roommates sleeping, so it says next version. So it says, but I've always had a complaint as a longtime fan. Where's the queer representation? Riot was either slow to confirm any of the other characters placed across the LGBTQ plus spectrum, especially compared to games like Blizzard's hero shooter Overwatch and Respawn's entertainment system on Apex Legends. I didn't know that. I never really played Apex Legends. I like that Valorant a few times, but not because I hate the game or anything. Just I don't have IRL time for it. So let's move on. It has changed today. However, Riot has finally confirmed that one of my favorite ships in gaming is Killjoy and Raze. However you say that, Raze or Raze. I don't really give a rat's ass. It says these girls just smooshed in front of 2.6 million Twitter followers. On Sunday morning, Valorant posted a picture of Raze and Killjoy sharing a passing kiss. While at a party in Salvador, Brazil, Riot Games has since confirmed on Twitter that the relationship is a canon joke between these two are game's quote worst kept secrets unquote. Check out the images in the description box below for yourself. So yeah, we're gonna look at that right now. We already saw it already. Some of you people probably are hardcore Valorant fans. You've probably seen it yourself. So yeah, there it is. And overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I'll get to that in 2 minutes, so just stick with me. Valorant Killjoy is a tech prodigy. I don't went too far there. Hold on. Yeah. Killjoy is a tech prodigy, a sophisticated German hacker and genius that serves all brains behind most of the playable characters' hardware. Meanwhile, Rez, is anything but high-tech, an explosive expert in all Rez or Rez. Tech is highly improved by DIY. The pairing make a perfect sense when it comes to technological experts. If I'm saying that right. Don't opposites attract. Shortly after Killjoy was added in Valorant, I suspected that these two agents would end up as a couple, and much of the queer side of the fandom felt the same way. I guess I really can't say anything about that shit, because you know how I am with that. I'm not even gonna get a Democrat Republican fucking political thing. That's, to me, is an illusion. It's fucking mirage. It's non-existent. It's freaking just hatred for divisive topics. That's why I'm really talking about that. So as I suspected that these two agents, I already read that, much of the queer fandom felt the same way. The idea sprang up pretty early after Valorant concept artist Anna Dang shared an adorable picture of Raze and Killjoy working together, filled with a pleading face emoji. The subtext was obvious. As I wrote for the Daily Dong retweeted the image this morning after the announcement, just 5 days ago, was this morning. And it's funny because the artwork looks really, really badass. It's absolutely freaking amazing, so I ain't gonna freaking shit on them. Let's continue on. Prior to today's official announcement, there was plenty of voice lines on Valorant that hinted at Raze and Killjoy being more than just friends. Killjoy, for one, would care for her frienderin, I don't know how you say that, or girlfriend in German, reluctantly complimenting Raze, improving their tech, and even giving her a heartfelt quote, "Be safe," before going into battle. Raze, meanwhile, is a bit more on the nose. Killjoy says, after this, do you want to do something like tinkering? Oh, I love these two. You guys read the last two paragraphs in this thing, and overall thoughts was improvements, like I said before I say it again, granted. I did grow up in like a Christian conservative sort of home, so I gotta know how bullshit religion is. How it is, no, granted, my family, my parents, I'm not trying to get too much involved in that, but I'm not gonna tell you too much about it IRL, but I will say this. Oh man, if you were LGBTQ in the 90s, early 2000s, you're going straight to hell, you're going straight to purgatory, it's a lust, it's a sin, you know, all this freaking horseshit. Especially my grandparents are way worse at it than my family was. Well, thank God I wasn't LGBTQ, because if I was, I would have been completely disowned by my family immediately. I would have been kicked out of the house really fast. 15, 16 years ago, so I'll leave my own. Woo! Oh man, that's a lot of hot button issue, man. No, I don't really give a crap if they're gonna be gay, LGBTQIA, trans, or bisexual, or drag, or non-binary horseshit, and all that other stuff of thing. As long as they're not social justice warriors and cancel culture, and they start doing the whole story time with drag queens and stuff, that's I put my fucking foot down. That's right, when I start messing with kids and little children and all that, that's when they're taking that shit way too fucking goddamn far, like they do with the cuties thing on Netflix. That's where they're going way, way too fucking far. They want to do their own thing, they're 21 and older, and two consenting adults. They want to be LGBTQ plus, pride flag and all that. Hey, 100% live their life. They're going to do what they want to do. Live their life how they want to live it. I don't care. It's all good under the hood. I don't support Democrats or Republicans or any of that. I'm just purely independent. Because most of that's a freaking show, psyop, fake freaking Bilderberg, Rockefeller, banks or cartel, Project Sun, World Economic Forum, tinfoil hat, the Console 9, evil satanic antichrist reign system anyways, in my personal opinion. That's how I feel about it. And they want to live how they want to live it. They want to make Rule 34 fan art and porn and all that shit. Good. I'm 1,000,000% cool with that. That's their freedom of expression. They do what they want to do just as long as it's not hurting anybody. Doesn't have nothing to do with bestiality or cannibalism or any of that shit or the P word, the pedos or any of that. As long as it has nothing to do with that at all whatsoever, 100% cool with that. Let's get on to the Miles Morales news. Across the Spiderverse. So finally, after all this freaking goddamn time of waiting so hard to talk about this show. I saw the first one, 2018, and was watched with my niece and nephews at the time when I used to babysit them in 2017-18, a little while ago. So Miles Morales faces a new dilemma. The new Spider-Man crosses Spiders comes from Dan Guillermo from Digital Trends. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will read almost to the end, but you guys can read the other half if you want. So in 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse became a groundbreaking achievement in animation due to its stunning visuals, adventurous storytelling, and fresh take on a superhero genre. I still wanted to play the one for the PS4 Pro and PS5 later. As the Spider-Man Miles Morales game, shit looks clean as heck. Chef's kiss, perfection to the D, absolute drip. It's the freaking bop, it's a slap, it's a hit. It hits different, so professionally well. Hits you emotionally and it feels in a good way. Well, let's move. Enter storytelling and fresh take in the superhero genre. 5 years later, Miles Morales is set on a highly anticipated return to the big screen, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Sony has just released a trailer for the film. The game Miles Shameik Moore, this is the one that plays the voice acting, returns to Brooklyn and reunites Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman, aka Haley Steinfeld, the one that plays the voice acting for that. While traveling across the multiverse, Miles meets new interesting spider people. However, the Spot, Jason Schwartzman, threatens the entire universe, and the spider people disagree on how to handle the situation. This leads to an epic showdown, and enormously underwhelming. Let's move on. As Miles Morales battles the other spider people to the end of the trailer. I still haven't even did a reaction review segment for it, and I might watch it my own. I still haven't had a chance to sit down and watch this trailer badly. So let's move on. They're praising their roles from the Spider-Man Spiderverse will be Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker Spider-Man, Oscar Isaac and Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099, Luna Lawrence Velez and Rio Morales and Brian Tyree and Henry Jefferson Davis. I didn't know any of the voice actors in here. I have no idea who they are. Let's move on. New voices will include Isaac Ray, Rachel Dratch, Shia Wigmont, and Daniel. Oh, that's the one from the Get Out movie and Black Panther Wakanda 2. And the one from one movie he did with just finished doing Keke Palmer a few months ago. Nope. That black dude, I remember him. Daniel Kaluuya. That's the only one I'm familiar with. And Jonma Taccone, who voiced the Green Goblin in the previous film, will now voice the Vulture. What? Oh, I heard the other dude, the Hunter, is going to be in here too, not just the Vulture, but that's one. Because I know Michael Keaton did a good job playing the live-action version of Vulture. This was fun. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is directed by Joaquin Dos Santos, Ken Powers, and Justin K. Thompson, from screenplay by Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, and David Callahan. Lord and Miller, alongside the team of Bob, probably going to butcher this name, Perschetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rotham, won Academy Award winners for Best Animated Feature Film and for their work on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh yeah, so yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Man, I still really want to watch this trailer. June 3rd, next year. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh my god. I cannot wait to see this freaking film when it's on Blu-ray digital DVD, because that's how I saw it before. Instead of writing it from like a Dropbox or freaking Redbox or whatever, like Netflix or whatever, I decided to just watch it on my own and just on Blu-ray DVDs. I didn't get to own it. I borrowed it from my friends like 4.5 years ago. I had to give it back. I'm not a thief. I swear to God I'm not. Yeah, but my god, the hypeness and excitement, I cannot even wait to see how amazing these visual graphics are going to be. And it's in 2D mixed with 3D too. I love that about this version. It's like, hopefully it's not more, diversity and inclusion or any of this political wokeism agenda or SJW crap. Hopefully they don't put that in there, because they put a tiny bit of it in there. If I could see that anime manga girl and the pig, spider pig, and the anime manga girl, a spider girl, they were cool as heck. Hopefully they could come back in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. I really hope they come back. Fingers crossed that they come back. They're one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man versions of the multiverse, besides Miles Morales. Who's my third? That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of links down below if you want to see, maybe not the trailer, but like the rest of this article. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Who's some fingers and talking muddies. I'll see you next week, every day, every night, wherever you're at in the universe out there. Stay tuned for future content, show included video ministries and Elon news, switches with Elon news once more, 34 times on a month, Elon Musk news, 34 times on a week, Elon Musk news, and 34 times on a month. Reaction review segment videos on Set TV. Easy peace, homeless, hard lights, my suit, and foot size. Stay safe. Happy early Christmas. Don't take the poison, hydrogel, and nanobots, and I'm done. Later. Goodbye. Stay safe. Watch your back. Goodbye.